Have you ever wondered why we often feel empty right after achieving something we once craved so much it kept us awake at night? Think back to the important milestones in your past. It could be the day you walked into the university entrance exam room, your heart pounding with anxiety and then bursting with overwhelming happiness upon learning you had passed. It could be the moment you tremblingly held your driver's license in your hands after days of intense practice. Or, even sweeter, the second your secret crush nodded and agreed to be your partner. In those moments, joy seemed to fill every corner of your mind. You used to think that just by achieving these things, your life would be completely fulfilled. But what is the reality? As time passes, that extreme euphoria gradually fades. The university degree becomes a piece of paper neatly tucked away in a cabinet. Driving becomes an everyday routine. The cloud-nine feeling of early love also gives way to worries, responsibilities, and sometimes mundane, everyday arguments. You revert to feeling bored, tired, and dissatisfied with reality. This is not just your own story, but a very common psychological phenomenon. The root cause of this dissatisfaction is the fact that we are living in a toxic psychological paradigm known as the if-then mindset. Living in the if-then mindset means you are always setting conditions for your own happiness. You tell yourself that if I can buy this house, then I will be happy. If I get promoted, then I will be joyful. If I have more money, then I will be at peace. We continuously project our joy onto an undefined destination in the future. When we reach the first goal, instead of enjoying it, our minds immediately move the finish line to a second, third, and countless other goals. The truth is that the feeling of satisfaction upon crossing the finish line usually dissipates very quickly. Take buying an expensive new phone as an example. In the early days, you eagerly watch every review video. You count the days waiting for the delivery person to bring it. When holding the phone in your hands, you cherish it, being careful with every little movement. But just 3 or 6 months later, it becomes an inanimate object again, an ordinary item like any other. You no longer feel a thrill when you look at it. If we view life as a road connecting the starting line to the finish line, then the majority of our existence is spent on that very road, not in the moment of touching the victory banner. The finish line is merely a fleeting flash of light, whereas the process of getting there stretches on endlessly. If you tie your happiness entirely to the destination, you are depriving yourself of joy for the vast majority of your life. Waiting for the day of brilliant success to finally allow yourself to smile will turn the entire process of striving into a series of days of exhausting endurance, pressure, and sometimes bitterness toward yourself. So, how can we escape this endless loop? The solution does not lie in stopping our desires or giving up on our goals, but in fundamentally changing our mindset. We need to absorb a philosophy that seems very familiar, but is rarely truly applied. Happiness is not a destination, but a journey. The issue is not how to achieve the goal as quickly as possible, but how to feel at peace and joyful in every step taken toward that goal. Imagine you are starting a small business project, such as opening a bakery. If you have a destination-oriented mindset, you will drown in anxiety and suffering on days when the bakery is slow. You will torment yourself, get annoyed with those around you, and complain about life until you achieve your desired profit margin. But if you have a journey-oriented mindset, you will set a completely different goal. Your goal waking up every morning will be how to make today's baking process truly enjoyable. You can test a new recipe, add a unique ingredient, mold a pastry with an unconventional shape, or simply lose yourself in kneading the dough to put your mind into a flow state. When you focus on enjoying the present, you are creating happiness for yourself right now, regardless of the final outcome. When facing difficulties or temporary failures, instead of feeling discouraged, view them as opportunities to upgrade yourself. If the bakery has few customers, enthusiastically learn more about the art of sales, marketing strategies, or financial management skills. The feeling of immersing yourself in a difficult problem, striving to solve it, and realizing you are improving day by day brings a deeper satisfaction than any other reward. The same goes for daily office work. If your current environment suffocates you and brings no joy, be brave enough to sit down and ask yourself what you truly want to do. What kind of environment do you need so that waking up every morning no longer feels heavy? If possible, proactively seek a new destination that aligns with your values better. No one forces you to stick around for a lifetime in a place that makes you miserable. However, if you realize you are not yet capable enough to pursue your dream job right now, do not be disheartened either. Accept your current job as an inevitable stepping stone. Maintain a professional work attitude to ensure income, but at the same time, quietly study and hone your skills in your free time. You can read books, take courses, or acquire additional professional certifications. That process of training in silence is exactly how you enjoy your journey of personal growth. Until one day when your abilities have matured enough, you have every right to confidently step onto the path you've always desired. A true mountain climbing enthusiast never solely craves the moment of planting a flag at the summit. If they only needed to reach the top, they would have chosen to take a cable car. What they truly desire is the feeling of sweat dripping down their forehead, the heavy breathing in the cold mist, the persistent companionship of friends, and the will to not give up in the face of steep cliffs. The summit is just a reason for them to start the journey, but the journey itself that shapes and creates their value. Every person's life is also like a long mountain climb. The final destination is only beautiful and sparkling when we look at it from afar, but once reached, it will become as ordinary as anything else. Therefore, do not delay your joy any longer. Do not force yourself to wait until someday in the future to be allowed to be happy. Learn to appreciate every moment of the present, seeking joy and meaning in every small daily action. Only when you know how to love the very path you are walking on can you maintain peace of mind and turn every day lived into a truly fulfilling and worthwhile.